Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this FS22 map tour video. And this map tour will be on a very special map. It's out at a different planet and it's dedicated to the Netflix series Rebel Moon, Safe Welt. And Creative Mesh had made a map, and then some Twitch streamers had played on this map to honor the first part of this Rebel Moon series at Netflix. And Creative Mesh, I guess you know them from the Straw Harvest add-on, the Emergency Pack, and Pumps and Hoses. So very good modders, and now they made a really fancy, interesting thing, and they changed the farm sim completely. And now we just go there and have a look. Okay, here we are at Rebel Moon, and maybe you know this Netflix series. I don't know it because I don't have Netflix. And yeah, but I'll provide... this map is not at ModHub, but you can download it directly on the website of Creative Mesh. And I thought Creative Mesh is very trustworthy for me. Usually I only download ModHub maps, but this is a special thing, and as I think Creative Mesh is very trustworthy, it's not this typical download page that I don't like so much. And therefore I downloaded it and I play it. You don't have required mods for this. It's all in this map, and just have a look. Here! This looks like a medieval times game and not like farm sim at all. And I guess it looks very similar to the world in the Netflix series, because I have seen the trailer and there it looks rather similar. It's a little bit like medieval Viking style or so. Yeah, and let's just go there. Here you can not make sounds, but in the film they make sounds. And there you have a very huge planet like Saturn, and it's like a big moon, but we are on the moon, and therefore this is the main planet. And here you can sharpen your scythe. Oh. Okay, I had to look it up. Scythe. Okay, you work with scythe to harvest. Yeah, and here you can sharpen it. It's like the workshop in the usual farm sim. And we go up here. Here, this could be a barn, but it's not used as a barn. And in the most of the buildings you can't go inside, which is very sad, I think. But it would have taken even more time to build it. And when I look at all those buildings, that must have been a lot of work already, a lot of work. And all the scripts, this map is packed full with scripts, with special stuff. So if you see the user interface, it looks very different to farm sim, and you get special messages and events and a lot of stuff that is not included in farm sim, and they made it themselves with scripts. Here you have the farmhouse, you can sleep there. This works like in normal farm sim. And yeah, so interesting buildings. Oh, and here we are. A special scene of this movie. And it looks like on this map. And she's ringing this bell-like thingy. Yeah, and this on this, I think there are living the colonial rulers or so, and they rule over our small world, and they want all our harvest. And here we are, Admiral Noble's challenge. You have 3 days to harvest as much of the land as possible, collecting your wheat bundles and dropping them at the silo. Upon the 3rd sunset I shall return. Failure to meet my expectations will result in the destruction of everything you hold dear. Now go. So we are under a lot of pressure, and I think we have seen enough of the village now. And later we will see the silo. Now we go and search for a scythe. There are a lot of them. Nearly everywhere you can find one, because here is one. We can enter it like a vehicle, just like this, and then you can use it like other hand tools. And when we turn it on with B, it always moves back and forth. And yeah, I tried a little bit on this map, and for me it works best when I go there, that the field is at the left side of me, and I move from right to left and go very slowly. Then I'm fastest and get the most out of this wheat. Okay. And that I don't have to go so far away, I make a little road. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's far enough. I make myself a small field where I can go around and around. Like so. And when I worked not enough, but a while, I get those wheat bundles, as we can see there in the back. There are wheat bundles, and we can collect them later and bring it to the silo. So, not too fast. And yeah, when we are a little bit further ahead, we get a small wagon, a wooden wagon, and we get it at the silo building, at the big barn. Yeah, and what I can tell you about this map is, I'll provide a link in the description below where you can download this map. And yeah, there was an event with this map, but it was a German event where some bigger German farm sim Twitch streamers streamed together with other rather big Twitch streamers, and yeah, they had a lot of fun, and it was quite a lot of work. And I think this map is the best fun when you play it with quite a lot of friends. So for single play, it can be a little bit boring, or a lot boring. But if you like to chill with the farm sim and maybe hear music or a podcast or whatsoever, and want to work for hours and hours with your scythe, then it might be good for single players as well. So I already played quite a while and I didn't accomplish a lot. And yeah, you really have to harvest a lot. Oh, find your scythe. These hallowed blades scattered across the expanse of the map await their new owners. Embark upon a journey to reclaim your tools, ushering in time for the greatest harvest known to humankind. Very dramatically. And yeah, so my harvest is not the biggest harvest in humankind, not at all. It's one of the smallest harvests, but nevertheless, and I already have my scythe, and therefore I don't need to go and search. And there are other events too, so we could get bad weather. We could get rain where all your wheat bundles spoil, or we can get sandstorms and then you can hardly see anything, and there can be something like electrical storms, and then you have to use other keys for going forward and backward, and yeah, maybe some other problems as well. And I find it very interesting what they did with our beloved farm sim. They changed it completely into a different game. And therefore I'm doing this map tour, because I really appreciate what they did. How much they changed the game with this map. And yeah, maybe I stop and... Oh, the rain! Be alert to malevolent rains descending upon the fields, as any bundles left outside will soon rot. Move quickly to gather them for the silo, or witness them perish. Yes, oi, oi, oi. And I just wanted to start bringing them to the silo. So I hope we can manage to bring at least some of them to the silo before the rain comes. Here is the silo, by the way. And sometimes it breaks, then you have to go there and click around to repair it. But when the silo breaks, you usually lose all the stuff you have inside. Only when you're very fast and have a lot inside, you don't lose everything. But if you only have a little bit inside and you are not the fastest of the world, then all what you put inside will be lost. But then you can start all over again and yeah, just have more work. So and I hope for the next farm sim there will be events and stories like that possible, maybe even in the base game and in mods without the need to make scripts for it. So maybe this is just a little taste, a little sneak peek in what could happen in the next farm sim, because they wanted more life on the maps, and I hope they do something like that. But okay, here is not a lot of life on this map because I'm alone. Yeah, but when you play it as multiplayer, I think one can have a lot of fun and you can hurry to finish it before the Admiral comes back and destroys the whole world and so forth. So I'll just go through all this. Yeah, if we are very lucky, we get the wagon during this video. I hope so. But it takes a while. So, and sadly you can only carry one of those, but with the wagon you can carry more of them. And the wagon will spawn inside this building in the back. And in the stream they also got a combine harvester, but only after a while. And I don't know, because in the map there is no modded combine harvester. They got a bison harvester, and they don't have it in this map. And maybe in this stream they got a different version of the map. I don't know. Or maybe there is a trick how to get... You can't buy things in the shop. The shop is there. So you could pretend to buy something. But then it says... Delivery space blocked. Please move other items out of the way. So you can't buy things the normal way. And for my taste it's a little bit sad, as this is an homage to this movie. I can understand that there is only harvesting possible, because that's all about in this movie. But as a player I would love to have the possibility to plow it with a harrow after the harvest, and then to saw maybe by hand with a bag full of seeds, and then I saw for the next year. And so I want to have all this agricultural basic stuff and to really play on it, and then I could imagine to have productions, working productions, like grain mill, but in medieval style, and you bring your wheat there, and then the grain mill starts working, and you can see how it works, and you get the flour out, and then in bags, and then you you bring the bag to the bakery, and then they bake bread, and you can see how it's done. That would be so wonderful. I would love to make such a map, but yeah, I couldn't make the the appliances that are the tools that are needed, like the scythe, and they needed a lot of scripts to make it work. So I just mow a little bit more. Maybe we are lucky and get this wagon, because I would love to show it to you. And anyhow, I don't have the time to do such a map myself. And therefore, I would love if this map had this. I find it totally okay as it is. Don't get me wrong. Because this is, yeah, to celebrate this movie. But yeah, I would dream of a map like that with more functionality, and I would love to play on it. A little bit like Medieval Dynasty, but in farm sim. Cart power up, here it is. I got the cart. Behold, this boon of wood and wheel becomes the farmer's steadfast ally in the quest for a bountiful harvest. You can now gather and transport your golden wheat bounty with ease and speed. Okay, so we leave it here. Do we have one? No. One wheat bundle, and we get the cart. Here it is, and I enter it, and now you can drive it like, okay, I just switched from inside view to outside view. You can work in both views, and you can change it with C like in the normal farm sim. So maybe I just go outside here to enjoy the different view, and you can also do it with the scythe. So, like so, and then we put our wheat onto it, and you can carry more of them, and especially when you're farther away, this is very important. And when you play with multiplayer, you can have one player working on this cart and the other players working with the scythe, and then you have a chance to fulfill it. Maybe we just go over to this strange figure. I think in the movie it has a certain role to play, but I don't know for what it is there. Here. It's just standing here, idling around, and it looks very interesting with his antlers. A robot, yeah. And I find it very, very strange and picturesque somehow. And from here you have a nice view to this village. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, you could get other problems. I think I already told you. And yeah, for me, when I tested it, this game didn't end after 3 days, and in the live stream it ended when they had all 100% together. But yeah, here we don't have the percentage information, but rather more the liters that are in the silo, and it has a capacity of 100,000 liters, so we are very far away from the end. I think it's better to play in multiplayer when you got a lot of help. Yeah, but I really, really like it. And I would love if other modders would do similar things. Very interesting maps that gives us a different experience of this game. Okay, that's it for this video. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.